Hello everyone and welcome back to the Perfect French with Dylan. Today we are going to see a lot about the infinitive in French, where to place the infinitive. On the book we are going to go from page 212 to 218. As you saw on the thumbnail, we have a lot of things to cover today. It's basically one lesson that regroups a lot of small different lessons. So we are going to see preposition plus infinitive, faire plus infinitive, what we call the causative, verbe de quoi plus infinitive, être en train de plus infinitive, être sur le point de plus infinitive, être adjective plus de plus infinitive, and finally être plus adjective past participle plus are plus infinitive. If you missed the lesson yesterday about infinitive as well, I highly recommend you to check out the video before this one, and also make sure to check out the video after this one when it's published. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss it. So we saw yesterday that after the preposition a and de, the verbs are going to be infinitive. The a and de are linked with the first verb. Well, today we are going to talk about preposition alone. We have 7 different ones. We have afin de, in order to, l'investigation continue afin de trouver le coupable. L'investigation continue afin de trouver le coupable. This lesson is going to be a little bit long, so I'm not going to read translation in English. It's on the screen and in the book. Then we have au lieu de, instead of. Nous restons à la maison au lieu de voyager. Nous restons à la maison au lieu de voyager, says everyone in 2021. Avant de, before. Ferme la porte avant de partir. Ferme la porte avant de partir. De peur de, for fear of. Ils partent plutôt de peur de rater l'avion. Ils partent plutôt de peur de rater l'avion. Then we have pour, to. Nous téléphonons pour prendre rendez-vous. Nous téléphonons pour prendre rendez-vous. Next one, loin de. Il est loin de terminer le projet. Il est loin de terminer le projet. The last one, sans, without. Elle traverse la rue sans regarder. Elle traverse la rue sans regarder. So if you look at the list, it's quite easy because 5 of them have a de at the end, and I told you when you have a de is going to be followed by an infinitive. Of course, when it's a verb after de, it can be anything after de, but when it's a verb, it's going to be an infinitive. So you only have pour and sans that are not included in the list of de. To practice, you can do the exercise 10.5. Now, faire plus infinitive. I know that this one confuses so many French learners. And it's actually not that hard. We use faire plus the infinitive to say that the action is not being performed by the subject. It gets someone else to do it. It's a bit of the lazy way, okay? In the book you have the conjugation of faire. Just to review, I'm not going to do it now. The lesson is going to be too long. So you have a list in the book as well. I'm going to give you 6 examples, but you have the complete list in the book. So we have faire attendre quelqu'un, to keep somebody waiting. Faire boire quelqu'un, to make somebody drink. Faire manger quelqu'un, to make somebody eat. Faire venir quelqu'un, to make somebody come. And faire voir quelque chose à quelqu'un, to show something to somebody. Faire laver quelque chose, to get something washed. So faire laver, faire nettoyer is the same. Just a synonym. Let's see a few examples. We have il fait laver sa voiture. Il fait laver sa voiture. He's getting his car washed. So you see, he's not doing it. He's getting someone to do it. He's not doing it himself. The lazy way, okay? Ils ont fait attendre le bus. Ils ont fait attendre le bus. They kept the bus waiting. Or, l'hôpital fait venir le chirurgien. L'hôpital fait venir le chirurgien. So it's not the hospital's coming. The surgeon is coming to the hospital. Okay? We also have a few expressions with faire and the infinitive. We have faire chanter quelqu'un, to blackmail someone, faire marcher quelqu'un, or en faire voir à quelqu'un. So they have nothing to do with to sing, to walk, etc. It's just expressions. We also have the case when we have se faire, so the reflexive verb, plus infinitive. It's called the reflexive causative. So we use this to specify that the subject is getting something done to himself or for himself. For example, se faire écraser, to get run over, well, that's to the subject. Se faire les ongles, to get manicure. Se faire opérer, to get surgery. Se faire comprendre, to make oneself understood. Se faire rembourser, to get paid back. Let's see a few sentences we have. Le personnage se fait tuer à la fin du film. Le personnage se fait tuer à la fin du film. The character gets killed at the end of the movie. Le touriste n'arrive pas à se faire comprendre. Le touriste n'arrive pas à se faire comprendre. The tourist can't make himself understood. When you're good with this one, you can do the exercise 10.6. A very quick point for this one, when we have a verb plus de quoi plus infinitive. De quoi means something or enough. You underline that the subject has enough of something. Avoir de quoi manger, to have enough to eat. Avoir de quoi s'occuper, to have enough to keep busy. It's a very small point, so for the exercise and the examples, you can do the exercise 10.7. Now, être en train de plus infinitive. So you know that in French, we don't have the English continuous present. If I want to say that I eat, I don't have the I am eating in French. We don't have that. If you want to emphasize that you are doing it right now, you are going to use être en train de plus infinitive. The word train does not have anything to do with train. It's nothing to do with train. I don't know what else to say, just have nothing to do with train. Je suis en train de lire. Je suis en train de lire. I am reading. Nous sommes en train de partir. We are leaving. And tu es en train de regarder la télévision. Tu es en train de regarder la télévision. Another one very similar is être sur le point de, which translates to be about to. So this is just before the action is going to happen. J'étais sur le point de partir. J'étais sur le point de partir. La société est sur le point de fermer. La société est sur le point de fermer. Very small point as well, you can do the exercise 10.8. Now, être plus adjective plus de plus infinitive. This one is quite easy because we saw that after the, it's always an infinitive verb. So we use this as a common way to express feelings. There's a long list on the book, I'm going to give you a few. So we have être anxieux, anxieuse de. So don't forget that the adjective agrees in gender and number with the subject. So we are going to have anxieux, anxieuse. Être fier, fier de. Être impatient, impatient de. Être triste, triste, in this case, it doesn't change, de. Être surpris, surprise de. See two sentences. Elle est triste de quitter son ami. Elle est triste de quitter son ami. Or, je suis fière de te connaître. Je suis fière de te connaître. I'm proud to know you. To practice this one, you can do the exercise 10.9. The last point of today is going to be être plus adjective or past participle plus a plus infinitive. So after a, it's usually also an infinitive verb. So before we saw that être plus adjective plus de was used to express feeling, here we are going to use être plus adjective past participle to describe the state that someone is in, not feelings. So we have être prêt, prête à, être occupé, occupé à, être déterminé, déterminé à. Je suis prête à partir. Je suis prête à partir. I'm ready to leave. Or, elle est déterminée à réussir. Elle est déterminée à réussir. She's determined to succeed. To finish this lesson, you can do the exercise 10.10. We still have a lesson tomorrow to finish all the other ways that we have to use the infinitive. That's going to be the last one of 3. So I will see you tomorrow. À demain.